Thank you all for joining us today on the Hannah and Hannah Show. My name is Hannah Gracie.
And my name is Hannah Child.
Before we begin, we'd just like to thank Marathon High School for loaning us its beautiful auditorium and all the lovely people here sitting in the audience. Thank you all for coming out.
A whopping 10, as you can see, or hear. We'd really like to thank Marathon High School for letting us use the auditorium to be able to shoot our first episode and hopefully more in the future. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. We have our advice section, our whatnots, which is a new section that we came up with. And we also have the infamous Chef Carl Stanton here today as our guest host.
Woo, Chef! Chef's gonna hang out with us a little bit and tell us about his grading procedures and what's it like to be a chef.
Yep. And then we're gonna have a really beautiful performance by the famous Nicole Lira, who won first place this year in the Marathon High School Talent Show. So we can't wait for that to come up.
She's gonna do a great job.
And then in the end, we're gonna be closing with some sports and a recap of this whole year, and then can't wait to get in the swing of next year.
I mean, with all the awards Marathon High School has won this year, it's gonna be hard not to shed some light on all that, because some of these people do not get enough credit, so we're gonna kind of dish it out to them a little bit. All these topics are gonna be ranging anywhere from advice to creepy tourists,
Yes. Not just high school related, but outside of high school.
And if any of y'all have any questions, our live audience throughout the course of the show, you can text any questions at any point during the show. For a few minutes, we're just going to be talking about some advice that we've gotten, questions that we've gotten from high school students over the past week about what it's like to be in high school and different problems that you have as a high school student, because
just any random question that anyone had to ask
can be a little traumatizing, so some people may need some help. So we're just going to draw one out of the magical fishbowl here. And our first question is, how do you ask someone out without it being awkward?
Okay. Just off the top of my head, you just have to go into the situation like you own it. Like, you have to own the situation.
Confidence is key.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. You just got to be honest with the person, tell them how you feel, and own
how
that
it goes from there.
Work that room.
All right, the next question. You want to handle this
sure.
one?
Would you ever consider being in a long-distance relationship? Well, Hannah's kind of our resident expert on that one, so she's going to tell you a little bit about what that's like.
So, yes, I've been in a long-distance relationship for 2.5 years now. If you truly care about someone, the distance really doesn't matter. If you talk to them all the time, it feels like, they're right there with you through every step of the way. Seeing them on vacations, breaks, it takes a lot, to save money, be able to go there. We're not like adults yet where we can just get on a plane, have all this money, and be able to be like, oh, hey, how are you? We have lives too here at high school. It's not like, we have sports, we have academics, all those come first. So it's really an important thing to put those things first, and then, to have a job on the side if you want to do those things. So, distance really doesn't matter if you really care about someone that much. So.
Yep. And I feel like Hannah's boo, whom I call a jaundiced boy, feels the exact same way, because he has a yellow pigment to his face. Okay, next question. How do you confront a person who was once your friend but has now betrayed you?
It really depends on the situation. If it's a minor topic, if it was a misunderstanding, I feel like it could be easily forgiven. But if it's something serious, if they've really hurt you and they've done it over and over, I feel like, maybe they're not right in your life at that moment.
Just be honest with whoever it is. I know that sounds like the most corny adult thing to say, because adults are always like, oh, honesty is the best policy. But honestly, if you want your relationship to ever heal, you really have to be honest with that person and make sure that you guys are okay. So I think Hannah, I think we might have time for one more.
If you're in a relationship with someone you don't like, how do you break up with them without hurting their feelings?
That's a tougher one.
To be honest, like we said, honesty is the best policy, because if you keep lying to them, you're just going to keep leading them on into your relationship thinking everything's fine, and in reality, it's not that dandy. But you just have to be honest with them and confront them first and tell them really how you feel, and maybe, they'll understand.
Easier said than done,
Yeah.
but if you just keep telling them that everything's good, then neither of you are going to be happy, ever.
So it'd be better just to tell them the truth.
Yeah, because if they really like you, they're going to be pleased with your happiness. So you just need to be honest with whomever it is.
Okay, your turn. Last one. Let's
Okay,
go.
last one, I think. Here we go. Is high school that much different than middle school?
Yes, it is. There's the
Rigor.
good and the bad. I mean,
Rigor.
the good part is you have a lot more responsibility. I mean, in middle school it's the same. You have 7 different teachers, 7 different periods, 7 different classes with all different people. High school, you have a lot more responsibility, not just a locker or getting the class on time. You have actual commitments like making sure you have 4 to 5 different projects done in, a week, if that's how many rigorous courses you're taking.
Especially if you have Dr. Byral and you've got a packet that's about that big.
With 107 questions, I might add.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but high school compared to middle school is like preparing you for it, and it's a really big transition because you're like, wow, I only have 4 more years left of high school, before I graduate and go to college. So it's a really big hit, as the years, you work your way up. Like next year, we're sophomores, and our freshman year went by so fast. I can't even believe that it's already the end of school.
But luckily, if you're going to MHS, you're only moving about 10 feet. So
Yeah, so
good for you. Especially I see some of our little MHS students in the audience over here that are
Yep.
going to have to, you guys are going.
Make the
You guys
transition.
are changing buildings. Like my friends back in Jacksonville, they're going like 20, 30 miles away from where they were before. You guys are changing buildings.
And some of you even have like honors courses that are in the high school, so it's not even that big of a change.
Yeah.
But
It's a big transition in some ways, but in other ways,
the atmosphere, I would say, because I feel like some kids, they like to, act older so they can fit in, but that's honestly not the way to go. Like from experience, I mean, we could both tell you that
no one likes that.
no one likes that. And if you're someone who you're not, I mean, how much fun is that for you?
I mean, if you're trying to gain friends by pretending to be someone you're not, then the friends that you're gaining are not people that you're friends with in reality. So, I mean, you want somebody to like you for you. I know that sounds really corny, but it's true.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that was really great. Thank you for all your questions. And always remember that you can text Hannah at the number that she mentioned before. And remember that it's completely anonymous. So,
We're going to return in a couple minutes with our whatnot, so stay tuned, everybody. Thank you.
Lionfish may be beautiful to look at, but they are a danger, not only to the waters of the Keys, but to humans as well. Never try to pick up a lionfish or remove one from the hook, as their spines are toxic. Only someone with proper knowledge should ever attempt to handle the lionfish.
Hi, and I hope that you've been enjoying the show. I am thrilled to be here in Marathon in the Florida Keys on Marathon Florida TV channel 88 and marathonflorida.com. This is the premier Marathon TV station where you're going to find out about all the greatest things about this wonderful community and its great people, food, dining, live music, water activities, everything that's going on right here. This channel is bringing together this amazing community and telling the stories of all of the wonderful things that are going on right here. But it takes a lot to put this station together. We're talking 24-hour programming to capture everything that's going on here. It takes a lot to put this station together, and we really need all of your help. And there's many ways that you can participate. You can go to marathonflorida.com and like our social media pages and give us some feedback and share your ideas about some of the programming you'd like to see right here. Or you can take it up to another level and become an advertiser with our station, because we need to find out what's going on in your business and in your backyard. This is where you want to share all of your wonderful news and all of the wonderful things that you have to offer in your business. So go to our website, give us a call, find out how you can be a part of Marathon Florida TV channel 88 and marathonflorida.com, because it really does take a community to bring this entire thing together and show the world why this is the best place to be in Florida.
When boating, please take your garbage back with you and dispose of properly on the land?
Welcome back, everyone, to the Hannah and Hannah Show. This is one of our first segments that we're trying out for the first time, and this is about our whatnots, things that you should not do ever. And Hannah is going to start us off with some info about tourists.
Okay. Well, since we live in the Florida Keys, we have so many tourists that come down here from all over, and to be honest, I can't stand with their whiteness. Well, I mean, I'm kind of tan.
Excuse me? Do you have a problem with pale people, Hannah?
They're really oblivious. They're like, oh my God, it's a starfish.
Yeah, we were at the beach yesterday, and there was this one guy, and he's like staring at a pile of seaweed, and he's like, whoa, honey, look, it's a ray. Oh my gosh. And then we go over and we're like, wait, what? Because we were in the water, we were freaking out. And we're like, that's seaweed.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that's not gonna sting you, ever. Okay. Probably not. I mean, maybe under some weird radioactive circumstance, but yeah, not in real life. Okay, next thing we have is marathon kids at our school think that they are like thugs. They think they're really tough and that they can just go and like beat people. I'm sure Chef, you guys all know, they think they're like amazing. They think they're so just big and tough and muscular, and they're gonna go up and beat people up, and I don't know what else they think. But that kind of general idea, where I come from, right next to Jacksonville, the biggest city in Florida, I would like to take some of these children, pick them up in a helicopter, and drop them off in inner city and come back in 2 days and see if they're there. They would not be. Trust me.
The whole world awaits them. They really don't know what's out there because that we're such a small school and a community. We don't have a mall or any big
Walmart,
places.
Target.
Walmart's pushing it because we have Kmart. But the kids really need to get it through their head that they live in a small community. They don't really know what the real world is out there and what real struggles are like.
Not
but
tough.
Yes, but
not.
Don't act so tough.
Really not.
Okay.
Okay, and then Hannah's gonna go on some shopping experiences with some middle-aged people.
With the new Bells that just came out here and a couple of the other stores, there's a couple of elderly people that I don't know
Not
their
old,
names. Not old.
But like people that are trying to maintain their youth. And I get that, but like
You've already aged. You need to get over
you
that
need to
hump.
stop shopping in the junior section. Like this lady that's like, I don't even know, like 50 years older than I am. I was looking at this cute top the other day and I'm like, oh, that looks nice, I should buy that. And then she comes up behind me and snatches it and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
but
so
don't do that.
please don't wear shirts. No crop tops, please.
No, that's not cool.
I know it's summer and I know you want to look
I know
hot,
it's summer.
Leave that up to us.
Okay, and then my next thing that I would like to talk about is I have a bunch of friends here at school, like, oh, woe is me, poor pitiful me, I have the worst life. Get over it. Like, there are so many people out there and so many different things. Like, I know my parents have told me 80 times, Hannah, eat that, there are children starving in Africa. Like, there's always gonna be somebody that's got a bigger issue than you. So get over it. There's gotta be something in your life that you can look forward to, and you are never going to get anywhere with an attitude like that. In the real world, somebody would slap you across the face and go, son, cheer up,
And grow up.
And grow up. Like, honestly, just be positive. Don't be that extreme pessimist, because nobody's gonna wanna be around you with an attitude like that.
To start a conversation, like, how was your day? Oh, my life sucks.
Yeah, I have a friend that does that to me almost every day at school, and I'm like, bro, cheer up. There's got to be something in your life that you can be happy about. You have siblings, you have friends, like, there's got to be something that makes you happy.
It makes you want to, perk up a little bit.
And just go out every day and do something. Like, you have a beach, like, 10 minutes away from your house. Go to the beach, get a tan, like, I don't know, do something fun.
Besides sit at home and...
Yeah, and mope. Like, moping, in short, just don't mope. Don't be negative. Don't let negativity rule your life. That is a big... Hannah, that is not attractive, so just don't do it. Okay.
All right, and the last one that we're going to be talking about together, relationships, like we were talking about with our advice earlier.
Yeah. don't date someone for 2 days and then
And
go
then,
around
oh my
to
God,
all
I
your
love you.
friends
I love you.
and be like, I love you. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Oh my gosh, like
I don't
2
think I
days.
I don't think I could figure out someone's life story in 2 days.
No,
like,
you're like 15, 16 years old. You can't just go around and be like, oh, he's the man of my dreams, and I love him so much. Like, there are 7 billion people out there to pick from. After 2 days, you're not going to go up to a guy and be like, I'm
Let's get
so
married.
in love with you. Let's get married. Let's have kids.
Yeah, we're gonna grow old together.
Like, honestly, and that's going to irritate them too, because that makes you come off as so clingy. Oh
And
my
they're gonna leave you.
gosh. Yes, they're going to leave you if you come off as clingy. So, I don't know. Like, there are so many kids around school that do that. Like, I had a friend come up to me the other day, and she's been dating this guy for literally about a week. And she comes up to me and she goes, Hannah, I just love him so much. He's so perfect. And I'm like, girl, get a hold of yourself. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, like any logical sense. Like, I don't know, like you are a teenage kid. Go out and have some fun. Don't like dedicate your life to
one
somebody
person when you have your whole
that you've
future ahead
known
of you.
for a week. Like, I don't. That just makes me crazy.
I love it when you rant. All right, so our next section, stay tuned for. We're gonna be having a little random section.
A little internet video. We're gonna
Yes.
play stuff that goes on in Marathon. Anything from like our good friend Elizabeth Kyle doing flips across the stage and hanging out.
Not only in the stage, but flipping into the ocean over
Yes.
someone.
Yes.
Might I add?
dangerous.
Also hanging off of the rope swing, completely upside down.
Things that marathon kids
Yep.
enjoy
Yep.
doing. So
Yep.
stay tuned, everyone. Thank
Stay
you.
tuned.
Sombrero Reef got its name from the Sombrero Lighthouse and comes from the Spanish Cayo Sombrero, or key hat. There is always something going on in the Keys. Check our website for events and activities near you.
Welcome back. We hope that you've been enjoying this wonderful show. All of us here at Marathon Florida TV, Channel 88, are working really hard to bring you the best that Marathon and the Florida Keys has to offer. But it takes a lot of work to bring a station like this together, and we need everyone's help in the community to pull this off and make this the premier station right here in Marathon, Florida, Channel 88. We are looking for a variety of people to give us great ideas of what they would like to see right here on this station. This is Marathon's premier station. This is your station, and we want to know what's on your mind. We need producers, we need great show ideas, but most of all, we need advertisers, because it's the advertisers that really allow us to bring our message home, and it really allows us to bring you some great programming and to capture all of the wonderful things that we can offer right here in Marathon in the Florida Keys. We are looking for people that would like to contribute, and not just with their business ideas and their show ideas, but also in any way that they can to advertise things that they have going on, because we want to know, we care about what's going on right here in your business at Channel 88.
Please use caution when visiting the reefs. Your accident can be their disaster. Throughout the Keys, many decommissioned ships have been purposely sunk to create artificial reefs for the sea life to live in.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Hannah and Hannah Show. We are going to cue a few videos up for you of our good friend Elizabeth Kyle doing incredibly insane things. She's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yes, that was a great recap, and actually we
We
have
have her right
today.
here. So Elizabeth Kyle, come on out. Woo!
On the couch.
So Elizabeth, we just like to ask you, what makes you so insane?
What drives you to
in
do
my
it?
jeans, bro.
Alrighty, so where do you come up with your ideas? I mean, how? How do you do
I
it?
just don't understand. You're gonna hurt yourself one day, and then I'm gonna have to like give you CPR certified, or like put your neck in a spot.
Heimlich. We're gonna do something with the Heimlich.
I just do it for the lulz.
Okay. All right. So
She's like
okay.
one of our best friends, and she's like probably the funniest person we know.
All right. So, quick question: What has your like your favorite handstand picture so far, or video?
Okay, so I don't know, man.
I like the one that I was in personally.
I like the one where Emily almost died.
I liked day 3 the most because it was just so beautiful.
What was
where
that?
was
It was on my roof.
Oh, I've seen that one. Was that the one where there's like a sunset in the background?
And your snake fell off of it.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, this is kind of an awkward thing to say, but can you make some of your noises for our lovely audience? Elizabeth, give me one good exorcist face. Oh my God. Please, I'll love you forever. So I think that's all we're going to get out of Elizabeth today, but stay tuned for our next segment. We're going to have some of you lovely audience members will have a chance to be on television.
Completely random.
Yeah, not going to know what's coming, so stay tuned.
Stay
Bye.
tuned. Alrighty, we're gonna jump right into our next segment, which is a brand new one that we came up with.
Some of y'all are going to come up
Actually,
on stage.
yes, be involved with, oh, there goes my duck. Okay, so if you have chapstick
A chapstick
in your pocket,
in your pocket.
Does anyone
in
have
your
chapstick?
bag?
in your bag,
In your bag.
Pocket.
I'm going to give you guys about 20 seconds to rummage through all of your belongings. Elizabeth Kyle! Chapstick!
get right back on up here.
Woo! And are you wondering what you've won, dear friend?
No.
You get a selfie with us.
Yay!
This wasn't planned.
Get in here, come on. There we go. Okay. Selfies with Hannah's. Okay, you have to, here, hold this.
I got this. I have longer arms.
Oh, here, Elizabeth, this is perfect.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even know, but it looks like you could stab somebody with it, so.
1, 2, 3.
Woo! Okay, you're done now, bye. Okay.
You look like a thug. You're too big of a white girl.
I'm in marathon, I'm not a thug. Duh. It's gonna. Who wants a beach ball? There we go.
Do you have a second one? Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, I got a second one. Get it, Noah!
Oh, hit your mom in the face! Okay. Our next segment, we would like to welcome Chef Carl Stanton, who is a very, very famous cook all throughout America. Yeah. Flavor 3000.
Awesome. Follow him.
On Instagram.
Yeah. He is one of our favorite teachers and probably one of the coolest people we know. So we just like to welcome him out today. Chef!
Thank you, ladies.
Alrighty, Chef, we both have a question, and I think some of the other kids in the audience would like to ask us. What's up with the 89.499s?
That
You
comes
can't
out.
round that up to an A, Chef. That's not fair.
We try so hard. I mean, we're not that skilled like you yet.
That's how Gradebook automatically breaks it down. It's broken down into 4 categories: participation, the lab, homework, and the B-Store events. So each one of those categories is graded on A through F effort, and then Gradebook breaks down that percentage. That's not me.
All right.
Alrighty, well, I've never had that problem, so. Okay. Sorry, I had to be a little cocky there. But
I wonder about that too.
Alrighty. Talking about bistro events, which one has to be by far your favorite event this year?
I would probably say the steak night is a great one because a lot of people come out for the steak and prime rib, and it also gives, some of you guys who are working the dinner a little more chance at doing events that are where we're cooking things, a little higher price items, so you have to use a little more care with that.
A little recap this year with your seniors. I know that you had a team that was going to compete, but unfortunately didn't get to. What will you miss the most out of a majority of your seniors?
What will I miss? I will miss their leadership, those who had been in the program for years and grew with the program and came to know what I expect from them and how to operate things. The people who I knew that if I gave them a task to handle, that they would take care of it. But I'm looking for the next groups coming along to fill those roles.
Alrighty. What gave you the big drive to be able to become a chef? I mean, was it something that you've always wanted to be when you grew up? Was it, you know, set in stone, like when you were in kindergarten, do I want to be a chef?
Well, I did decide at a young age that cooking was something I enjoyed doing, and long before I even knew what job security was, I thought, well, people are always going to have to eat, so I thought this would be a good business to be in. And working with my mother and grandmother in the kitchen as a young kid was kind of what inspired me in that direction. And also took a similar culinary program when I was in high school and went to culinary school afterwards. So it's definitely a passion.
There's a
and
whole
love
thing
of
about
mine.
working with knives, so that factor into it just a little bit.
Knives are just a part of it.
And then our last question today would be, why Marathon?
Why this little place?
Why would you like to, is it fun? Do you think it's more fun to teach in Marathon than it would be in another school?
like a bigger place?
I've been asked that question often, why Marathon? I have had the opportunity to do a lot of things in my career. Cooked for lots of celebrities, athletes, and presidents. I've owned businesses and run other companies as well. So why Marathon? I had the opportunity, I was invited down a few years ago as a guest chef for a few events and kind of fell in love with the area when I got down here. And when I heard about the culinary program here, it was just that thing where I've devoted so much of my time and life in this art field that I figured anyone who has an interest in it that wants to know what it's about to be a chef, I will show you what it's about.
And do you see any of your favorite Noah Ross students in the audience today?
There are definitely a lot of great kids in the program, and hopefully, like I said, whether it's a career path that you want or if it's something that you want as a life skill to learn about, hopefully everyone gets something out of it.
Well, we just like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you for
teaching us
always,
about food and-
pushing us and always wanting to
Yeah.
learn so much more about the culinary.
Chef is like the coolest, most understanding teacher ever, so we just like to give him some kudos for that.
And watch out, he's one of the football coaches. So.
But don't make Chef mad. That's not fun. That's not a fun place to be when Chef is angry. Like for all the middle school kids that are coming up that are going to be in his class, when he tells you to read the book, read the book. Read the book.
Alrighty.
That goes hand in hand. Everything that we do practically is what we read in the book. So you have to know what it is we're doing. If you don't read, you can't do it.
And if you want to pass the tests, read the book. It's a good idea.
From past experiences.
Where is the information found?
And we
The
hear
book.
We hear a lot, oh, I've never been taught this. I've never learned this.
I know, and
Yes, you have.
I understand, Chef, if I do bad on it, it's my fault because you taught us all that information all year. All the stuff that we read and the people that were too lazy to read it.
But there's a lot involved in culinary arts, so there is a lot of information that comes at you. I understand that. As long as I've been in the business, I still don't know everything. I still learn things. I learn from people that I work with. I learn from people that I teach. So it's always ongoing.
And if you could say anything to a student that's thinking about going to the culinary program, what would you tell them?
Apply yourself. Follow the instructions you're given.
And one last one. Is there one part of the food industry that you'd want to learn more about, like say pastries, baking, like cakes, a certain cuisine that you'd want to take on more?
Well, I have been fortunate enough where I have covered most every aspect.
Chef's an expert
Yeah,
on
I was
everything, Hannah. What a dumb.
I wouldn't say an expert, but I have pretty much touched on every segment except for working in a hospital. But
I don't think that'd be a very fun job. Hospital food is not renowned for its intellectual, like.
has to have flavor.
There you go. Yeah, that was my yearbook message from Chef. Put some extra flavor.
All right.
Well, thank you, Chef, for coming on tonight and
Thank
chatting
you.
with us a little bit.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
On our next segment, we're going to have the beautiful Nicole Lira perform her famous Hallelujah that won first place. So stay tuned in for that and see you back.
Marathon began its life as a base camp for the railroad workers. It is said they gave Marathon its name after their own endurance.
Hope you've been enjoying the show. Welcome back. I'm Angela. We're reporting from right here in Marathon in the Florida Keys. This is Marathon Florida TV, channel 88, and marathonflorida.com. And it takes a lot of hard work to bring shows together in this amazing station right here in Marathon. And when I first found out about it, I knew I wanted to be involved, and I became a producer, and I'm going to be producing shows right here on this channel, channel 88, and I couldn't be more thrilled. However, I need your help. We all need your help. And there's 3 different things that you can do. You can be a fan of our wonderful shows here and support our local talent and all of the wonderful programming that they're bringing to you. Or feel free to be a sponsor of one of our shows. There's many, many ways. You could just call the number on your screen to find out amazing sponsorship opportunities of how you can get involved and get highlighted right on one of our shows and also on our website. Or you could also be an advertiser and buy one of our fabulous spots during one of our amazing shows right here on channel 88, Marathon Florida TV, because we'd be thrilled to have you. This is your chance to show the community the amazing business that you have and to highlight all of the wonderful things that you're offering our Marathon community. So please go on our website, find out how you can get involved. You can be a fan, you can be a sponsor, you can be an advertiser. All the information will be on our website or on the phone number right here on our screen. So feel free to reach out and stay tuned because we're bringing you some great stuff. Again, I'm Angela, and please keep a lookout for me and my show that I'm really excited about to bring you right here on Marathon Florida TV. And don't hesitate to reach out to us and find out how you can get involved because this is a community effort and we need your help. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.
Remember the rules of fishing. Take only in season and only the limit.
Welcome back to the Hannah and Hannah Show.
Today we have the lovely and talented Nicole Lira, who is going to perform the song Hallelujah that won this year's MHS Talent Show. So thank you and enjoy.
There was a sacred chord David played and it pleased the Lord. Well, you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, baffled king composing hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throat, she cut your hair. From your lips she drew hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, maybe there is a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to show somebody who outdrew you. Well, it's not a cry that you hear at night, it's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. this room and I walk this floor. You know I used to live alone before I knew ya. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Get over here and pass it down. First of all, that was lovely.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So we'd just like to ask you a couple questions about how you started singing. So what drove you to become a musician and to start endeavoring into
It was
music?
kind of out of nowhere. I mean, in my classes in elementary school, we always had a music class every week. It wasn't every day, how down here in this school, we would have an elective every day and a set period of time. We would have it every week. And there were a bunch of people in my class who were like really musically involved, and we put on our first play, The Pied Piper, a long time ago. I wasn't in it, but I wanted to, and I was too scared to audition. So when we came down this year, I decided to be in The Little Mermaid, the play we had down here, and I was working backstage, and I really, really liked it, and I actually had a singing part, but I didn't show up to all of my rehearsals for that part, so I got it revoked and someone else got it because they were there the whole time. I had other responsibilities that I couldn't be there for, so it kind of sucked, but I was still in the play and I made the most of it, and it was really fun. And then at the end of the year, Xavier McKnight, he was going to do a show or something, and I think it was an Avid show, I'm not sure. And I auditioned.
I remember that.
And
got
I
dressed
sang
for
that song, yeah. And I sang that song, and we couldn't do it at the end of the year. So then the next year came around, and Xavier McKnight, he asked me to do the talent show. I didn't put myself out there on stage, and I didn't sing. I was kind of like, I sang in class sometimes. I was mostly in the box due to around in an audience and stuff like that.
But you've never really like sang like in front of like an actual crowd.
And by myself as well. So when he texted me out of nowhere, he was like, I want you to come and be in the show to sing Hallelujah. And I said, okay, sure. And I came to all the practice. It was one rehearsal beforehand.
I remember.
And even then, it was just a few people that I already knew, and I was already comfortable. I was still shaking, and I still get butterflies and stuff like that to this day, but that was my first time, and I was, number one, not expecting to win at all.
We were all rooting for you though.
What did it feel like to win? What did it feel like to like stand up there and have just to know that you did that good a job?
For your first time too,
It was crazy. It was really cool, and to know that my friends and my family were in the audience supporting me, and everyone was, more than I actually knew, were supporting me in it. I felt really overwhelmed and really happy.
That's good.
We just like to congratulate
Thank
you
you
and
so
thank you for
much.
doing such a wonderful
Thank you.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie. Okay.
Our next segment, we're going to be closing this, but we first want to recap on some quick things over the year that we'd like to touch on, awards,
Yeah,
achievements,
sports that the high school's won.
that need recognition
Yeah,
because
that deserve
so
to be
many people
recognized.
work so hard for this. But stay tuned for our next segment.
See y'all in a few minutes.
Yeah, see y'all in a few minutes.
Welcome back, y'all, to the Taping the Hannah and Hannah Show. we're just going to give a few little pieces of recognition to some sports teams and some other academic teams that won this year because they really deserve it and they don't get enough praise that they should.
And they need recognition for all their hard work and dedication.
First thing that we'd like to announce was the swim team, which I was a part of for the past 4 years. We'd just like to congratulate Mallory Woodbury, Aaron Gruby, Will Wolf, who all set records for the team, new school records that they actually kept breaking their own records. So you can't really say that they beat the last person because they're that good.
Don't forget the relay team.
Yep. Also the relay team, the girls relay team, who some of those are sitting out in the audience, they beat the high school girls record. And it was a team of middle school girls. Another thing in the relay meet, which was up at Gulliver, the middle school girls got second place overall, which was pretty awesome, let me just say. I was actually very disappointed because I couldn't take that trophy because I was like 1 year away. I was in high school now, but
Yeah. Alrighty, the next one we would like to cover, cross country. I know people really don't hear much about cross country, but we do have a team. It has maybe 5 girls to about 8 to 9 boys. I know it's not really well known, but one of our boys this year, his name's Anthony Garcia. He's a terrific runner. He placed 18th at districts, which were with Miami Country Day, Gulliver, Ransom.
Really
very,
big
very
schools.
talented
Very competitive.
runners.
They have a track too, so.
And we don't.
Again,
So
with swim team, we don't have a pool, so.
I think we're doing pretty good. But
Yeah.
he moved on to regionals, and he also set incredible records. I think some of them were in the 18-minute range or even the 17-minute range. But he is an outstanding runner, and we'd like to congratulate him for everything he did for marathon and hopefully for the next year and the upcoming runners for also next year.
Yep.
Alrighty. The next one for accomplishments this year. I know a lot of people have been hearing in the paper this year and especially last year, our girls varsity soccer team. They were district champs last year and this year. This year they played against Palmer in the district championship and they beat them almost last minute by I think maybe 1 point. I think.
There's an amazing goal scored in the game.
yes.
I know because my little sister Annie was part of that team, and she's only in 8th grade, so to be on the varsity
That's a really big
district-
accomplishment.
Yeah.
Another thing we'd like to top on, last year they won regionals, which was an amazing and outstanding achievement that they accomplished. And also this year they went on to the regional semifinals, but Palmer came back. But next year is, I think, going to be their year because they have so many great seniors next year. Brandy Spalton, Savannah Rodimer, who's also been
And they're
Monroe
only
County
losing
Player of the
like
Year.
one girl, I think. So they're gonna come back fighting. So all you other teams get ready.
Yes. All right. Another one that I'd like to cover, softball. Our softball team is gradually growing over the years. You have, we get put into different classes, based on our school size. This year we were district runner-ups, and then we went on to regionals. In school history, we've never done that. Since 1984. We've only been the state champions for slow pitch. This year we want to be fast pitch champions for the state. We played against Westminster, and Westminster has roughly, I think, 7 players that are already signed to D1 schools. So to come from the first game playing them from 15-1 mercy ruled to holding them at 1-0, I think that's such a great accomplishment. And we'd like to say, great accomplishments to, Ashlyn Katz. She was our catcher for 2 years. She came from Key West. She's such an amazing person, and she's helped our team out so much, along with Jordan Rooney, who is Monroe County Player of the Year. She also trains very hard, and also the coaches that come out and dedicate their time. I'm also a part of the team, and they're considered like second family. So. Can't wait for next year.
And some things that you should know about Marathon High School is we have a wonderful, wonderful school and great programs, but we don't have a lot of the resources that some of the other schools that we play do. Swim team doesn't have a pool, cross country doesn't have a track. So a lot of these awards that we're winning, think about how great we would be if we did have a pool or a track. So
just something to think about.
And some other things that are more academically based. I am on the High School Academic Challenge team, and although I didn't play this year.
Along with the mock trial.
Yep.
Went to
along with
state.
my Academic Challenge, we got first place in districts, and we were second runner-up in our division in states. So that was a big accomplishment because I don't think Marathon has ever won the district title until now, and then to get second place in states is a big accomplishment. Along with the mock trial team, we have never won districts before, I don't think, ever, and I actually got to participate in that one.
Like, even right before we came in, we were looking for trophies. All along the side. Key West, Coral Shores.
Coral Shores, Key West.
No Marathon.
Marathon, right at the bottom.
Yes.
And then mock trial, we won our district competition this year, and we actually beat one of the teams that placed last year in states. So that was big for us.
And we haven't even had a mock trial team, right?
Well, we've had one in the past, but it hasn't been like really
Successful.
successful until now. So that's nice. So watch out for next year.
And also to thank Dr. Barrel for also
Yep.
taking her time to, out of school to also, help with them.
And Miss Cox as well, and all the coaches at school, including Chef.
And we also have one more that we'd like to top off with. I know this wasn't in the recent, past year, but it was more of the upcoming. We had a spring football game that was only like a one-time thing. We played against Palmer Trinity, and our team. A lot of people look down on our football team because we're not a big school. We're not like Key West, who has over 1,000 students going there, and all the boys that put in so much hard work and dedication. They really need to be recognized because there's not that many people that actually want to come out there and make the commitment. I'm going to play football. So we'd like to congratulate them on beating Palmer 21-10, and they have a bright-looking team for the fall. So we'd like to congratulate them for doing that.
And the band, like the band that plays at all the football games,
Yeah.
those kids deserve some praise because they get none. But one more thing that we'd like to finish off with, we have one question from someone this year that was texted in. What's the craziest memory that you have from freshman year? That is a tough one because there is a lot of wild stuff that goes on. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Some things.
I can't remember.
there's
I'm trying to remember.
That's crazy.
Well, one of the things that was kind of crazy, that was a recent memory as of last week, the seniors decided to padlock all the doors, and we were late for our exams.
That was awful.
But I didn't mind it. So
I did. I was supposed to go in and get help for my Algebra 2 test, and I didn't get to because the doors were locked.
So, wait, what's another fond memory that we've had?
Me directing my own show was pretty cool. I'm just saying. That was fun for me.
I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah.
Our good friend. Oh, we should get Elizabeth up here to talk about that. 1 second. Let me call her.
Okay. Should I text her?
Yeah, you text her.
Okay.
Okay. It went straight to voicemail.
I'll try again.
Here, wait, sorry everybody. Elizabeth. Hey, I don't know where. Oh my god! She was in that line for like 5 minutes.
Okay, bye.
Okay then. That was a little crazy, but thank you all for coming out tonight. And
Thank
for
you to
watching
our
us
lovely
here.
audience, which
Yes.
gradually grew over time. We'd like to say thank you for everyone to giving us this opportunity to be able to do this. For you to stay tuned in for our next upcoming shows, you can watch us on channel 88, all throughout the Keys, on cable.
Or on the internet at marathonflorida.com.
So stay tuned in the fall for the rest of our upcoming episodes. Thank you.
Hi, welcome back. Wasn't that a great show? I really loved it, and I really hope you did too, because this is what we're all about here at Marathon Florida TV, channel 88, marathonflorida.com. We're here to bring you shows just like this, full of all the wonderful things happening right here in Marathon and the Florida Keys. And so I'm reaching out now to all of the local businesses right here in our community that would be interested in advertising right here in our show, because this is the premier station for Marathon in the Florida Keys. It doesn't get any better than this. We're bringing you the best programming around. And this is your chance to highlight your business, and we would like to know what you have got going on. We have amazing, amazing ways to get involved in terms of advertising. So please feel free to give us a call, go to our website, reach out to us, and learn of all the wonderful opportunities available to help make your business shine. We are not only broadcasting in about 30,000 homes right here across the Florida Keys. But we're also international at marathonflorida.com, reaching audiences around the globe. So it's a wonderful opportunity to let the community know that what you've got going on and to share your brand and your business and your message with the world. I guarantee you that you're going to be thrilled about what you're going to find out and the wonderful opportunities that lay ahead right here on Channel 88, Marathon Florida TV, and marathonflorida.com. So what are you waiting for? Come join me and all of the wonderful shows on our network and find out how you can be a part of what we've got going on. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Angela here, Channel 88, Marathon Florida TV, marathonflorida.com.